I was born ready.
All right, back again. Back again for another Twin Leaks episode. It should be pretty interesting. Coming from the center of the universe.
Episode 14?
I believe it is episode 14, and I believe it's
Solo
gonna be
cast.
amazing.
Solo
no guest
cast.
tonight, guys. It's gonna get quite personal and a little bit exploratory with our minds on this one. I think it's gonna be a great podcast. The center of the universe is being very kind.
It was anyway before we
Yeah.
started.
In the center of the universe. You know what I'm saying?
People probably don't even know what the center of the universe is.
Of course they don't. That's why they're lost.
Yeah, that's true. If they only knew. Dude, seriously, there's something about that back room. Because everyone who comes here says that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was even talking to someone about it yesterday, and they were like, yeah, there's something about that like back room that you're just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, as soon as you go in there, it like turns from like
Yep.
anything
It's not the
idiotic you had to say
Yep.
to like all knowledge from the gods.
Yep.
It's pretty ridiculous the feeling you get from even being
and
back
it's a
there.
storage room. That's what's the most crazy thing. Like, there's nothing pretty about it. There's no seats, really.
Well, that just goes to show you that knowledge can be found in even
The
most,
darkest
the most unexpected
Expected
places.
Yeah.
Even darkest, unexpected, anything. But I really want to hear what like you have for bands for this year or not this year.
Bands for
like,
this year?
like new bands that have come out that I might want to listen to. Like I like every genre except for like country. I like that like give me like an easy listening jammer that I can meditate to. Give me like a nice and then progress from the easy listening into the
It's funny that you said like
smashcore.
meditation music, because like I've got into like a lot of different bands that are just like instrumental, but they're really, really interesting.
Yeah, like who you thinking about?
Caspian's one of these bands. The album Leaf.
What is it though? It's just they're
The
just
genre?
playing instruments. Or,
The genre.
No, what are they doing really? Is it just like more piano or
If people want to get into this a little more, the genre is called post-rock. Post-rock.
post-rock? Yeah, I heard that today actually.
It's post-rock, and what that is it's like a generation after rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no lyrics. It's just
This is what rock is to us now.
the best way I can describe it is almost like hip-hop and electronic music, like one solid tone that just kind of like builds and then like changes a little bit, but then just keeps building and building and building.
It teaches you to appreciate what's actually going
happening.
on
Exactly.
instead of just the singer, because
Yep.
people would realize like most
Just
people
listening to the
are
lyrics.
like, oh, the singer,
Yep.
yeah, that's the best part of the band. No, that one solo or how hard that dude's working on the bass or the drums, or you know what I mean. Well, there have
Exactly.
been some great drummers and great basses,
Oh,
but you have to
sure.
be really amazing to get noticed.
For sure.
that's
I mean,
what's
there's
really
some
cool.
great ones right now, dude.
And that's what's really cool about these like side projects. That I like. To
Yeah,
call
but
them.
I've been listening to a lot of that post-rock shit. The album Leaf, Caspian, Explosions in the Sky, This Will Destroy You.
I just listened to a little bit of Explosions in the Sky. It's pretty good.
This Will Destroy You, A Hope for Home. A Hope for Home's a little more metal-ish, but it's post-metal. They're a post-metal band. So it's like, it's heavy, but it's
Dude,
like
I really-
drawn out and like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to like feel it, you know what
I
I'm
really
saying?
like these new bands coming out. They're not like trying to push thoughts or
No.
images into your mind. It's just all about like the music, and you can take your own message from it.
Exactly.
Which is beautiful because
Exactly.
it differs a lot from like rap music that's trying to tell you something or direct you in
in a different
And I'm just
way.
using rap music as a reference. Don't get me wrong. Rock music does it
Yeah.
too.
But I mean, we can get into rap music.
But
Like if anybody wants to find okay, for real, the next person that's gonna blow up everywhere is Analyst.
you think so?
I know.
I was looking at him like 2 months ago.
Listen
He's got some pretty good.
to his
he's got a good flow.
remix of Hell Fucking Yeah, that Drake song.
Yeah,
Dude, that
I'm
remix.
telling you, he's got a good flow. He's definitely
He's a storyteller. That's
Yeah.
what I like about him.
Yep.
Like every song is like a story.
like Cuddy was.
yeah,
Like Cuddy was.
was.
Exactly. That's why I use that, because he I don't know. He didn't shit the boat, but his last album wasn't as good. I don't think anything.
I
will
didn't
ever
listen
be
to
as
it,
good
but
as
I just
Man on the Moon.
downloaded it. I haven't got to it yet though.
It's all
What's
right.
it called?
It's all right. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I have no
I
idea.
downloaded it. I forget what it's called.
I just listened to like 8 songs on YouTube, and
Not into it.
It didn't strike me as hard as like the last ones did.
Yeah.
Like Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon 2
original-
didn't even strike me good.
Man on the Moon 2 was pretty good. Man on the Moon Part 1 was amazing though. Just back in the day when he actually tell a story instead of just saying one thing. But I do like Wizard, and I do like what's that song with Kid Chip or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
This Is Who I Am,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, that's a good song, but it's
For
not
sure.
it's not what Cudi was.
No.
And I don't like how he changed his beat up real quick.
No, definitely not. I know what you mean, but I just have, I don't know, I got to get my own perspective for it.
Yeah, the analyst is the shit. What do you have, like, if we want to get a little bit more hardcore? Because I know there's got to be some hardcore fans out there that are rave fans, that are this fans, because you got to, like,
that are
appreciate
everything.
Yeah,
you got to kind of like everything.
That's why I like our new generation, because we appreciate,
the only thing I really
like, all
can't
music.
get into is country, and it's really saying shitty that. But I mean, I like Honey Honey.
Dude, some country is good. When you're,
No.
like, talking about old, get the banjo out, get the harmonica out, and start
I could
playing me
probably
country,
get into like
country
70s
tune.
country.
Not like, I wrecked into a tree after I drank my beer today.
I could probably get into like 70s
so
country.
Stupid, dude.
I mean, I guess you could call like Johnny Cash, early Johnny Cash country.
Yeah, I could get into more like that country, like that actually has some class to it. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh, let me mix this country with rap and call it country
or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
that's not country.
dude. There was almost like a breakdown in this one country song I heard on someone's car.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, this is not.
I was like, what is
well,
this?
I kind of do like the mix and melds of music, because that's always going to create something
what is
amazing.
This?
All that mixing, and like I say, like if you mix System of a Down or Linkin Park with some rave music or some easy listening, you'd get like good music.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand.
Or
that.
like mix like old game beats with, and make them into actual beats. That has been done before, and it is pretty sweet. Yeah, a lot of games have epic instrumentals that people don't realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure, dude.
Like when I was in the Chamber of the Faiths on Final Fantasy X, you felt like you were in the Chamber of the Face. You know what I mean? Oh,
yeah.
Like
you were just like,
nuts.
What the fuck?
Nuts.
Intense. But hardcore bands, I don't know, man. There's so many, dude. That's what I don't know. I found so many in like the last week that I didn't even know existed. That I'm just like,
but give me like a listen to the whole album, never shut it off one. I don't want to hear the bottom of the second
just like
schemers.
Okay, because I like heard a lot of really good songs in the last couple days from different bands.
I want to hear like a whole album.
Album
that I can just play.
Like, okay, if you're like a big fan of like Haste the Day, he's not a band anymore, but like if you were a fan of Haste the Day, you need to check out Phineas for sure. Cause dude, it's like a reincarnation of Haste the Day, and it's amazing. Fucking grungy, heavy. The best way I can describe it is American hardcore. Like Haste the Day almost made their own genre. Because it's like real heavy, it's real loud. There's like a lot of God chorus. There's a lot of solos. It's always fast paced. You know, but it's not like fast paced in a punk rock way. It's fast paced in a circle pit kind of way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
But it's like because
well, that's Haste the Day stylish. You know what I mean? You're saying Haste the Day style. So
yeah, exactly.
It's like doom, like high tempo. Like it's
but
punk,
not really high tempo.
Yeah, but it's that punk beat kind of.
No.
It's that punk, but slower a little bit. Doom,
Yep,
like that.
Maybe with another bass in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. But like if you want to go like the punk rock route, like dude, there's so many hardcore punk bands I've found in the last couple days that are amazing. Like Architects, No Bragging Rights. Fucking
dude.
Oh, dude, there's so many.
How about my buddy just made this fucking amazing coconut weed oil? It is fucking amazing, dude. I saw it the other day. It's green. It's like it has like a crystalline structure. He made brownies, dude, that would knock your fucking socks off. Like
crazy.
The point on edibles, and like I want to get into like edibles and like smoking it instead. Like if weed was legal, would you continue to smoke it, or would you just ingest it
all the time?
You think so? There's
Probably
different
not.
highs.
Yeah,
There's different
you
highs
wouldn't-
that come
yeah.
with, like what I've
would
noticed
probably
from
only
having a really intense brownie is that
I'll
there's
tell
a
you what
totally
up.
different high.
I'll tell you what up. I wouldn't smoke in the morning anymore. I'd smoke at night, but I'd fucking medicate in the morning for sure.
Fuck yeah, because it lasts all day
Right.
long.
Yep.
It's like 6-8 hours. Thank you for.
Yep, and when you start
don't
coming
need to
down,
smoke,
then you
or I don't-
smoke at the end
yeah.
of the day.
Yep. Well, people get into it. It's like they think it's a drug addiction, and it kind of is. But there's been so many things linked to cannabis that you're crazy to not be smoking it and be eating meat from the store. Just
Yeah.
like give that or drinking regular milk. It's just like
Yeah.
that's way worse than me smoking this joint. Just you drinking milk.
Dude, there's a lot more worse things.
Oh, horrible.
Drinking the tap water. How
Yeah.
about that?
How about the fluoride they put in every single water? Like, just go to any 7-Eleven or something and just check the waters. And if you see, like, sodium chloride or anything else besides purified water, don't
Why
drink
are you
it.
buying
I don't
it?
know why I don't know why they don't stop at purified water. Isn't that all it's supposed to be in? They claim it's purified water. Purified water. And you're like, why? I thought only water needed water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want water
Not
plus.
Water plus all your bullshit in there.
No.
Yeah.
If
No,
it was
thank
water
you.
plus, it would be all this good shit, not
Yeah,
sodium
it would be,
fluoride.
exactly. It'd be water. It'd be like vitamins to help you and stimulate your brain.
Tasteless
and stuff.
vitamins, yeah.
Yep. That's what it should be. That's what water honestly should be.
Yeah.
It should be instilled with a lot, like your daily amount of vitamins.
Dude,
Not your
what-
daily
what-
amount,
Dude,
but
what if the tap water had all B6 and B12, the shit that makes you happy?
dude,
And instead of fluoride.
yeah, and not B6 and B12, but that too, and like to help you lose weight and like to help people see better.
No,
If
but
you-
just think about that. Just
Dude,
the happy.
yeah, just happy.
Just happy.
People would be way better off.
Way better,
There'd be
yeah.
probably less war. I don't know why they're not doing that with the water system. That
Oh, for
seemed like
sure.
a way better thing. Like if we could get someone who wasn't like out to poison America and was actually a citizen.
Dude, I bet the
You know what I
military almost like doesn't give you B vitamins just because that's like the
Dude,
happy
they don't give
vitamin.
you any vitamins. There's no vitamins in your food anymore. If you're not taking a multivitamin now, you're definitely losing out on a lot of vitamins.
Yeah.
Losing out like day by day, just a shitload of vitamins.
Or like Total Care Package by
If you're
Honest.
getting sick right now, yeah, Total Care Package by On It. Yeah, shameless plug, by the way.
Yeah.
But we always plug On It. It's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing. They don't
Dude, the
give us any
Primate-
money for it,
no,
but
it doesn't matter. The Primate Pack is the shit. It's because we haven't put up their shit on our site yet, so
yeah.
we need to make the site first. Got to get on that here soon.
Yes.
Even if I throw you some money and you pay for it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On your card.
Yeah. We just need to do something.
Yeah, set up the home base so we can get all the pages linked together. And then I'll set up a shop for the artwork and such.
For the t-shirts, everything.
For everything. Yeah, there's going to be a big explosion here soon. Need to get a little fire under the ass, me and you both, but it'll happen here soon, I feel like.
Yeah.
The passion of the dreams always, like...
It's there.
It either inflares you to move, or you just sit there until it does. Like, there's
Yeah.
a fire under your ass. It's going to burn at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
then you're going to start moving.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. It's like, how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want to move?
Like, I was just thinking the other day, like, what is time, really? You know what I mean? Is time just an observation of movement?
yeah.
Like, if something never moved, if you had a picture of an object and, like, nothing moved in the object, no matter how much time went by, you wouldn't be able to tell any difference in the picture.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So time is just a measurement of movement. So that's what I apply.
Measurement of movement.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Movement through space. A measurement of movement through space.
Yeah, 365 days to go around the sun once to do a lap around
Time.
the sun.
Yeah, it's all time. It's all movement. It's all movement. That's what I meant to say.
Time is all movement.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought.
And I was thinking more
So
about
if like, what if we didn't? What if we didn't go?
move.
If we didn't go around the sun,
time wouldn't exist.
time wouldn't exist
Because the Earth
Time would
wouldn't
stop.
Earth wouldn't spin because the rotations would stop. If you're saying the sun would stop, then the whole rotation of everything would
Well,
stop.
and I'm just saying, like, if we stopped rotating around the sun, like, everything else stayed the same. Like, we still spun, like, everything worked, but
okay.
we just stopped moving around it.
Well,
would time still exist?
Yeah.
Because we're still spinning.
Yeah, because we're still spinning.
Because we still got.
And
Oh, that was a day.
Well, and we're still moving. People are still moving.
Oh, that was a
day.
day.
So people are still moving. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't be able to tell. Oh yeah, you would be able to tell days. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what that would really change. Maybe the gravitational force would be a lot less. Did you find, dude? I found out today that the Earth is actually spinning two ways. It's spinning both clockwise and counterclockwise. Well, the core is. It's spinning out clockwise and counterclockwise.
Well, the core is spinning the opposite way. That's actually spinning.
No, they found out the core is actually spinning in two directions now too. Not just the outer crust and the core. Like the core is spinning one way and the other way, right outside itself. See, these are like little batteries.
Each layer is spinning a different way.
These are like little batteries, dude. They're just working off each other's energy, spinning this way and that way.
Yeah.
Like, what was cool that I was observing the other day is, like, I have a slight ability to perceive energy. I don't want to say, like, I'm a mystic and I can see energy, but I can perceive the connections between people. And I was watching people run the other day, like me and Ian were on a run, jogging through Mingo, and there was a lot of people running. And the people that were alone seemed like they didn't have much energy and they were trying much harder. But anybody that had, like, a partner, like, next to them, those two were like feeding off each other's energy and being able to run farther. And I was watching it, like one person, like they weren't going ahead or behind the other person. They were staying on the same thing, and they were able to like feed each other's run. And it was crazy. I was like, what's going on at this energy level that we can't see? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I run, I try to imagine a little wheel that I'm stepping on, and that's like to keep your runner just like every step, like perfect. You know what I mean? So what is really going? Is there really a wheel there? And if you get next to someone close enough, it like connects your wheels and you can power each other's motions. Like, you really think we're like, I don't know a good way to describe a human being. You're just piloting this robot thing, and we haven't been able to figure out the whole thing yet.
Yeah,
like the whole package. Like Joe Rogan says, it's like waking up for 1,000-year sleep in a super advanced spaceship and not knowing and having no manual.
Yeah. And just like go.
Yep. It's a crazy ride. It's a crazy ride. That's what do you have to think about life and rebirth? We were just talking about like Scientology. They get into some crazy stuff. What do you know any other things?
No.
Or do you want to get into anything crazy like that? Well, I don't mean to say crazy. It's just different from the norm. I have no idea, like I've never studied really anything about that, but I feel like religion is just locking you down into into something.
It's just a singular thought.
Yeah.
Don't think outside the norm.
Yep. Don't think outside what we're thinking. That's wrong. No, it's not.
That's exactly what that is. It's not.
Exactly. It's just a pyramid scheme. It's another way for one guy to have control over many.
I don't know, man. I don't
The
know
knowledge
about
is for everyone.
reincarnation.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know because you never. Well, you might have.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because we forget.
Well,
They say the process isn't about learning on Earth. The process is about remembering.
I don't want to say this is a test. Life.
It's a game and a test. It's a game and a test. You're constantly being scored, and you're constantly being perceived by yourself on a higher dimension, like if you made the right choice or wrong choice. But it doesn't matter because all paths lead to the same place. No matter how many wrong turns you make,
you're still going to end up in the same place.
You're still going to end up at least back in the same place or dead. And then you just reincarnate and continue your path. That's what I believe. Because I don't want to look at it like the end is the end, because then people have regrets. You know what I mean? And even though you should give up all your regrets by the end, if you don't, those people think they go to hell. I don't think really anyone goes to hell. I think you just the thought of hell is just the reincarnation and forever until you like learn what heaven is. Learn what the thought of heaven is. Learn what being a godlike is like.
Or learn what like
your life is
spiritual release.
Yeah, well, not spiritual release, but learn all the things that lead to that, and then you get to that point. Like, you can only get to spiritual release if you're an enlightened person, if you're a caring person, if you let love into your heart. If
you need to watch the movie The Fountain, because that's what we're talking about right now.
I've like watched so many documentaries and movies. It makes me sick almost.
Well, you need to watch the movie The Fountain, because that's what that movie is about, reincarnation.
Yeah, but I already have enough knowledge on reincarnation.
But you need to watch the movie because it's good.
Is it?
Yeah, because what happens is, did you ever watch The Mummy, the remake with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
And
Mummy's
that girl, the girl in that movie, she's in this movie, and as Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, is in this movie. Came out in 2004. I don't want to spoil the plot, but like in their original lives, she was the Queen of Spain, and he was a Spanish conquistador. And he found the Fountain of Youth. And that's why they keep repeating. Because their souls never died. The movie is so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. Because it's not like the Fountain of Youth, like you live forever.
It's like your soul lives forever.
Your soul lives forever.
Yeah, but maybe that's the greater tone of the movie. Like, your soul does live forever. Like they.
But at the end of the movie,
spiritualists.
But at the end of the movie is the best thing ever.
What?
It's the best thing. It's just the best thing ever.
Okay, well, don't tell me.
I don't want to spoil it because you have to see it.
Well, I will watch it.
Because like it gets into like some deep shit.
Well, we're getting into some deep shit. So.
Like cancer.
Well, I'm saying like
deep shit,
weed can
dude.
cure cancer, so I'm not even worried about that.
But like, you have to see the movie,
all right.
And then some of the ideas that it brings up.
Yeah, that's. I'll definitely give it. Check it out. Like, I
So
watched
good.
Cloud Atlas the other day. Hilarious, dude. By the way, I don't think they mean to be funny, but if you have a higher perception than a moron or a drunk, I don't mean to say that in a hurtful way, but some people are stupid and some people drink a lot. So, if you have a higher perception than that, you can tell how bad of a job they did with like the beards, the faces, the like head, like the trying to make someone Asian. The makeup job was horrible, but it was so horrible that it was funny.
Yeah.
And it brought laughter to the movie. And I wouldn't have been able to laugh without that makeup job. But when they walk in and like something's like hanging off their chin, I'm like, that's hilarious. I was like, hilarious. His beard's like hanging off his chin. I was like, hilarious.
The
you know
book
what I
is
mean?
really good.
But it was still a really good movie. I like the premise of it. And that was going through lifetimes, you know what I mean? That's saying reincarnation right there. Or maybe it's not reincarnation. Like, maybe all lifetimes exist simultaneously right next to each other.
That's what it's about. Do you know what a cloud atlas is?
No.
It's a cloud of souls interconnected.
Really?
Yes. And that was what the movie was about. Those 8 or 10 souls connected in a cloud atlas forever in infinity to do a dance.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You got to read the book, dude. It's so good.
Yeah?
It's so good.
I'll have to check that out. That's another marker on the list. See, we're
Yeah.
giving a go. There's a lot of good information that people pause if you need to and write it down. You know what I'm saying? And if you have any good books you want to recommend, if you have any good videos you want to recommend, leave them in the comments.
Shoot us. Yeah.
Yeah, shoot it up. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot at us, please.
We always love to answer any comments or questions.
So people were saying we need to make them shorter.
Yeah.
So we need to make. So what you're saying is we need to make them an hour.
About an hour. Just
Do
cut
half-
it all
do a
down.
half
Cut it all
hour.
down to an hour.
Well, no, do a half hour, quit, and then come back.
Maybe.
I
don't
think
know.
that would be the flow.
I think we're getting better as it goes on. Honestly, just talking today, I can feel the flow that is coming through, and it's coming through a lot clearer than it usually does. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
You're right.
the connection to the snake gods is very very well at this point. I'm just fucking.
I
with
praise
people.
you, Hare Krishna.
I'm just fucking with you people. Odin, great King Odin. No, but did you? Are the Pirates winning right now? They made it into the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs.
What's going on with that?
We are in the playoffs, but we have 4 more games. Or no, we have 3 more games left to play, and we lost today.
Who are we facing next?
We have 1 more game against the Cubs. No, we have 3 games left. So I forget who we're playing.
Oh.
I want to say it's a homestand.
What's the Penguins looking like?
The season starts in a week.
Oh shit! Anybody in Pennsylvania, get ready for some hockey. It's a hockey night. Dude, there's Pittsburgh Penguins fans everywhere. Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Well, Penguins fans everywhere.
Gotta support the Berg.
Well,
3 cities.
what's interesting about,
three
like,
bridges.
our
Three
city and, like, our sports,
Two
sports-oriented city, like, I perceive it as being here and as well as to the outside, you know, because I get, like, national sports headline and stuff, and, like, I don't want to talk for anybody else, but how I perceive, like, how our sports teams are perceived, it's just, like, we're always generally liked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
because our players aren't really assholes.
The Penguins have been generally liked since Mario came here. You know, in the 90s, then, like, everyone got on board. All of Canada got on board.
Well, it's because they're good players,
You know,
that aren't really, like, stuck up. You know what I mean? You have your stuck up
all
players.
of Canada is basically on board for the Penguins because fucking, god damn it, dude, that's the only reason why they have a gold medal is because of that kid.
Oh, yeah, Crosby?
That's the only reason why they have a gold medal.
Crosby was one of the greatest things.
Picture's right there.
Yeah, Crosby was one of the greatest things that ever happened to hockey, dude. He's great.
That was such a good game, dude. America versus Canada. Overtime. Winner gets the gold medal. Sidney Crosby scores a goal. And I was just like... I didn't want to say it out loud. Me and Jenna were watching it. I didn't want to say it out loud. But I was like, if Canada wins... Crosby's the only one who can score. I was thinking that. I was literally thinking that. I couldn't say it, though, because I was going to jinx it. And then it happened, and I was just like, good. I'm so glad I didn't say it.
Mind explodes all over the room.
Yeah.
You're just like,
I'm so glad I didn't say it. I'm so glad I didn't.
Oh, that's crazy how people believe in jinxes and stuff, like crossing your fingers if you say something to someone you promise.
Well, no, dude, seriously.
Like, promise on your life. All right, I'll cross my fingers and it won't mean anything. Like,
well, no. Well,
what's
like,
that from?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. But I kind of believe in superstition. Like, if I get, like, a vibration or a thought, like, of the future, and, like, I know it's going to happen, I can't say it because then it's not going to happen. You know, because it's just going to be like the universe is going to be like, you spoke of it. It must be rewritten. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like
why? Because the universe has to be forever hidden to our eye, you think, to our perception? Or
but
what is this about? Why is
but then, like, some people come
deceptive?
along like Nostradamus and they're like, you know, well, here's the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know shit.
Stop saying that. Stop discrediting yourself.
But I don't.
Yeah, but you do.
This is all just trailer park philosophy.
Yeah, but it's good trailer park philosophy. People like to laugh and they like to be given just a little bit. Yeah, mentally stimulated.
No,
they don't like too much.
No, but I really
knowledge.
think like if you get on like a wavelength or like
Just
a
kidding.
feeling of something, like you know something's gonna happen, and if you talk about it or say something, it's gonna go the opposite way because you spoke it.
I don't know.
I think, dude, it happened. It happened too many times in my life for me to not to believe it.
Well, that's like saying if you feel like you're successful and you talk about your success, you're gonna fail.
Yes. Don't talk about it.
Well, you just talked about our success the other week when you were all wasted, and does that mean we're gonna fail?
No.
Well, you gotta be specific about your topics. Then.
You're right. I don't know.
I think that tends to happen because you make it happen subconsciously. Because everyone secretly believes in that jinx. So saying it, if you just say it and don't think you're jinxing yourself and just like say it out loud, like, oh yeah, we're gonna win or we're gonna make this money or blah blah blah, and just feel it, then that makes sense. But if you say it and then go, oh shit, and felt like you jinxed it, then you did jinx it. Because your thoughts change absolutely everything. So if you don't say it in a jinxed way, then it's not jinxed. You only jinx it when you realize that it's jinxed. Just like if you hurt yourself, a lot of times you won't feel the pain until you like look down at it. So that's your body like realizing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or your mind realizing what your body already felt. It's weird.
Interesting.
It's weird. But I want to get into dreams. Like, have you had any interesting dreams lately?
Dude, I can't remember my dreams.
Can't remember your dreams? Start a dream journal.
Dude, they're so vivid and vast and
Well, if they're
complicated
vivid,
and
if
complex.
they're vivid, you should be able to remember something.
Dude, 5 minutes later, I forget everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have a dream journal to write it down and remember it, keep it fresh in your head. Like,
I guess.
have you ever had repetitious dreams where you go back to the same place?
No, the only thing that repeats in my dream is a red sky.
A red sky.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that means you need more root chakra energy. I don't know.
And it's happened. And what's crazy is I've had it ever since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Like this dream of like a red sky.
Maybe something traumatic happened that you witnessed.
No, I don't know. It's not nothing I'm suppressing, dude. It's just like a red sky. Even when I was little.
Well, you should you should look it up in dream interpretations. I'm sure it would give you an answer for it online. Just dream interpretation, red sky. It'd probably give you
a red sky is a cheating spouse. That's what that
Really?
means. Yeah.
Are you sure? You already looked it up.
Well, that's like.
Well, you don't. Well, it could mean different things if
Well,
you're
yeah,
not
I'm just saying.
in a
But I'm just
relationship.
saying, like the original interpretation, like sailors, what if they awoke to a red sky?
Really.
Yeah, that means someone's wife on the boat has cheated on them. If they awoke to a red sky.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they believed. I don't know how much of that was true because often I'm sure someone's wife on a sailor boat is cheating on them because
But-
one out of 10 is probably cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's
But
like
sure.
a easy statistic to scientifically. How do you believe in the universe, like science versus religion or science with religion? Actually, like we were talking about God earlier, and you don't even believe in the word God.
Well, here's the thing: religion knows the answer, and science is always looking and changing to find the answer. That's a problem.
Well, they're both seeking the answer. You think religion has it?
They know it. Clearly, they're preaching it every day. They got the answer. That's why they want you to sign up. You know?
But they don't have the answer.
Science
They'd be
doesn't.
gone.
Science doesn't claim to know anything. You know, science is ever changing and ever evolving.
Well, that's what we are.
Things
That's what
are
the
being
universe
proven
is.
and disproven every day.
That's what the universe is.
You
The
know?
universe is only as complex as man defines it.
Like we thought
and it
Komodo-
can get as
we thought
complex
Komodo-
as it will ever get,
we
and you'll
thought-
never be able to figure out the
Yeah, exactly.
simple schematics of the universe.
Exactly, but we thought Komodo dragons had venomous saliva, and we realized that just that area that they were living
Yep,
just killed them.
just killed them.
It wasn't the
from being
bite.
yeah.
It was the
Well,
bacteria
the better our science,
in the environment,
the better our science
not
gets,
the
the better.
bacteria and the venom.
Well, the better our science gets, the better our observation skills become. So we can observe things on a smaller level, tell if something's poisonous, tell if this is that, and be able to like delve a lot.
Did you ever
deeper
try to
into
wrap
the
your
universe.
head around subatomic particles and like understanding them? Like
What do
seriously?
What do you mean, though? Yeah, I have tried to go into quantum physics and how subatomic particles affect each other, and like what is a subatomic particle, and I found this like it just represents like it's the smallest representation of like the planets and their orbits.
Well, no,
and the
it's
energies.
the smallest representation of what we can measure.
Yeah, but then they say there's empty space with they find the subatomic particles and they go down to the smallest level and they find out it's just
And there's
basically
more.
empty space.
And there's more.
Just basically empty
And there's
space.
more. But no, when you get into like
Well, they're even looking past that now,
And
past
like-
subatomic,
I
and now they're
know,
seeing
I
more.
know, but like when you get into like quantum physics and shit, when they like look at matter at like a quantum level at a subatomic
well, they're
level,
saying it's in two places at once.
Insane.
They say it's in two places at once
It's
and affecting
insane.
each
Like
other.
all these geometric patterns and shape,
What?
like dancing, but like in a solid, like in this wood, they're dancing, ever dancing.
Oh, yeah,
but the
'cause
space
yeah.
in between them, it determines like how hard this is or what the matter
yeah,
is.
I know what you say. I know what you mean.
Just like
But yeah,
atoms.
Yeah, they said everything is always moving. We are always moving. Like that couch right there, always moving.
moving.
If you observed it over years and years' time, it would
It's
literally
always
move,
moving.
which is ridiculous. That's fucking
but it's
crazy.
so slightly moving that you don't
You
realize
don't
it.
perceive it. It's fucking crazy. Especially how quantum physics says that two particles can affect each other, and now they're figuring out that like they think it's like a black hole between the two particles, where the energy can travel faster than the speed of light to affect the other particle, where it's almost happening simultaneously. That it is happening simultaneously, and that's how like I think dimensions are interconnected. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're interconnected with another dimension at all times, whether you like it or not, and they're doing something completely different, but it's like linked up the same way. Like certain things in our lives we do and they do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or they're doing the exact same thing in a different dimension. That's how all the dimensions are linked together. But did you see that thing where they're saying the universe might be a spawning of the fourth dimension in the third dimension or something like that? And it makes sense, like a super high dimension just like came into being, just fell
Instantly.
into place. You know what I mean? That's how the pyramids were built from the top down. That's how everything was built. Because it was built in a free space with no gravity, so everything's just hanging there. You know what I mean? Everything's kind of floating. Things could have been built in the fifth dimension, even came down to the fourth, and then came down to the third. You know what I mean?
And it was the domino effect. That's why we.
Or they could have built it in the 20th dimension.
Yeah.
And it fall down ever so
the
far.
The pyramid. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The pyramid.
Just
just get
falls.
more simple as it goes.
Yeah.
Just like every pyramid scheme there is. It's super complex at the top and so simple at the bottom that you think you have power and knowledge, but
No,
it's
it's
an
so
illusion.
complex at the bottom, and
Yeah,
it's
but it's
so
so
simple at the top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there's more rules down here than there is up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
no rules.
Oh, yeah.
No, there is no rules at the top.
Oh, yeah. There's no rules.
And that's in every
You can't
system.
blow some up with a chemical weapon. That's about it.
Yeah.
But you can rain fire from the sky.
Rain fire from the sky. And
That's
we're not,
okay.
We're not just
That's moral.
We're not just talking about presidents and gods and all that type of stuff.
All that nonsense.
Talking about it all. But this is all take it for yourself
Talking
information.
about
Take for yourself information. Like, don't take this like to heart. Definitely observe it with an
don't
open
take
mind.
this to heart. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And take your own things out of it. Like, you can always tell, like, I can always tell at least, people have their personal agenda behind things, but my main mission behind this whole thing is just to get information out, to start a movement, to help
To
people.
not be biased.
To not be biased, not only that, but to get people thinking, to just get them awake, to get them to want to think what's going on around them. To
Just
get them
be
to
more
think about-
aware.
Yeah, just be more aware, more perceptive.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean? Yeah. Not that's it. No. It's way more complex than that. Like we
Wow.
were talking about, you were insulted.
On the simplest level.
Yeah, on
that's
the
it.
No, not really. But
What else would it be?
you were talking about God earlier and how God can't even be like
You can't describe
you
it.
can't describe God in any form.
There's
or
no
sense.
word for
There's
it.
no word for it. So even
There's
the
no
Bible
vibration.
Well,
There is a vibration, but it,
But that's just the vibration of God's speaking. That's not God. That's just God's voice. You know what I'm saying?
I
The
don't
vibration
even know.
that created the universe, the Om, is just a voice.
or maybe that's the vibration that you need to make to contact it.
No, I thought of it this way. When you meditate and you have Om in your being and Om in your mind, it actually causes creation in you. Because it caused creation in the universe. So if you do it in yourself, it causes creation in you. And you, in fact, become your own universe. And then you're self-sustained, self-sufficient, self-energized. No longer needing to feed off this universe. You know what I mean? Because everybody's kind of a vampire until they realize what energy is, how to block your energy from people, how to not take other people's energy without
Right.
them knowing, how to not infect. That's why people get sick. It's more of an energy disease than anything. Like if someone's real shitty and real sick and like in a bad mood, they kind of bring you down as well in your mood, and you feel yourself getting sick right away. That's like more of an energy thing than a cold feeling.
Right.
They found out that energies have to do with sickness. And did you see that one scientist got a picture of the soul leaving the body?
Yeah.
So now there's like a thing behind like actually showing souls, like what a soul is, like the aura leaving the body. I don't know, man. Some crazy topics we're getting into tonight.
Craziness.
People are like, "Oh yeah, I think we should vote for a Republican candidate," and I'm just like, dude, if you're looking at presidents, you're looking at way low on the pyramid. You're looking at
Not
like,
even looking at anything.
Yeah, you're looking at puppets.
I mean, you have to observe as much politics as it directly affects you. If it's directly going to affect you, then you need to start focusing on that.
Absolutely.
Like Obamacare, if you don't have health insurance, that directly affects you.
Dude,
you need to start thinking about that.
But what they passed is said they can come in your house if you have that and shit, and they can like search your house without warrants and all this crazy shit.
If you don't have health insurance.
Well, if you have Obamacare, if you sign up for Obamacare, you sign up for that.
Well, no, Obamacare passed nationwide.
Yeah, but
means
you only get it if you don't have work, right?
What that means is it's illegal to not have health insurance now, basically. If you don't have health insurance, when tax return time comes this year, well, February 2014, if you don't have health insurance, you're going to have to pay $450. In 2015, you're going to have to pay $900. In 2016, you're going to have to pay $1,800. In 2017, you're going to have to pay fucking $2,700.
They better be raising.
It keeps doubling,
dude. What I just realized today.
But here's the thing: they're not providing affordable health care for anybody.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Oh. So even the Obamacare shit health care too.
Yes.
It's like the shittiest health care you could possibly have. You're still paying so much for anything
and it's
you
nothing.
need. Yeah, it's nothing. But you're paying for it.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's just refund the money in the system. This is what I was thinking today. Like I saw this dude at a gas station, right? And he's working there. And I'm thinking like, how much you getting paid, dude? Probably like $7.75, $8 maybe. And the government's taking $2 out of that every hour.
Yeah.
So how much are you really getting paid? Like $5-6 an hour.
Yeah.
That is not worth it, dude. That is not worth slavery. Like give people the money they deserve. Like this is ridiculous. Like these giant corporations are making millions and billions of dollars, and yet their employees make fucking dick.
Minimum wage might go up to $15.60.
Dude, it should be up at around $20, honestly. With everything so priced how it is. Like I remember when you could go out and buy a shirt for $5. Now every shirt is $20. Now food is this much. Now a bag of pretzels is $5. Like it's ridiculous. And at sporting events, at like Pittsburgh games, it's like $5 for a little drink. It's $8 for a beer, $10 for a beer. Are you fucking kidding me? I could understand you're making like 300%, but like 500, 600, 700% off the shit. That is ridiculous, dude. Come on, there's a point where fairness is in the thing, and it's just you're ripping people off. This is fucking crazy how they charge this much. You know what I mean? They're just raping the Americans. Just raping us all. We shall rape those Americans. That's what they're doing, dude. They're just raping all our money. Everything they can get. Just like tax. We'll tax that tax, and then we'll give you less this year, and we'll tax your taxes.
Didn't we fight World War II to prevent National Socialism?
Dude, we fought all our wars to prevent this shit. Like every war ever fought should have been to fight against this. Wasn't the reason we left Britain to get away from this shit? Oh no, actually it was to start up our own Ponzi scheme over here. Yeah. You think the reason we left Britain is to get away, but no, it's just a bunch of rich white businessmen that didn't want to pay taxes
anymore.
You see,
so they wanted to create their own,
create their own Ponzi scheme where
they're
at the top of the pyramid.
So they came across the ocean.
Yeah, so they came across the ocean and was like, oh, this looks like a good place to spot up land. Look at all these natives; they look like cool people. Let's kill them all and turn them into slaves. Like fucking crazy, dude. We that's what I think. Like if we actually taught history the way it actually was, and science and all this stuff the way it actually is in schools, our kids would know a lot more. This country wouldn't be fucked up, and we'd have people that could actually run it correctly.
Yep.
But the way it's going now, this country's run by money, and that's all it's run by. There's no smarts behind it. Like I'm a 23-year-old, and I could run this country better than any of the politicians, any of that bullshit up there. And it's not because, maybe it's not even because they're shitty politicians. Maybe it's because there's businesses in the background paying them to do this and say this. Maybe they don't even look at the bill. They just sign away and go, here's your $80,000, $100,000 bonus. You know what I mean? They don't care. Would you, honestly?
No.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't care. But then you have to realize the only reason why these people aren't caring is because they're not affected by it. They're getting they're super rich, so they aren't affected by it. But if you're not super rich, then you get affected by it. That's why you shouldn't be able to make this shitloads of money, and you shouldn't be able to get funded by companies in a government like place of office. That's ridiculous. The founding fathers always wanted to keep money out of politics because they know that businesses end up running the show then, not the politics. It's about how much money do you have, so it's about the businesses. And then it's about, I'm a nuclear reactor plant and I gave you $1 million, so now you have to fund my bill no matter what, even if it kills all these wildlife and all this shit. That's what it comes down to.
Like,
dude.
Obama was sponsored by fucking GE when he was running for president. GE, the biggest company.
Obama was sponsored by the same people that he was running against.
Yeah.
Like, his opponent, Mitt Romney, was sponsored by the same exact people. Like, most of the same exact people. They were both sponsored by the same side, so either side couldn't lose.
Yeah, exactly.
What they do beforehand is just pick all your sponsors, and then that's like, oh, well, we're going to try to get this bill passed this year, so you're going to be on board, right? Here's $1 million. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be on board. I'll sign that up.
Yep.
No matter how much destruction it does to the world. Like, America's the only one where it's like a kid going down a super steep hill on a tricycle and doesn't have any control of it. Just keeps going. Just like wheels are falling off, fucking the metal's scraping the ground, and it's just like, keep going, get faster, as fast as you can go. Like, America just needs to stop and think and be like, oh, we need to fix this system, then we need to fix that system, then we need to fix this system.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's all controlled by money and corrupt people. Like,
It's just
like
it's all fucked.
What the Prison Guards Association tries to keep medical marijuana illegalized so they can make money off imprisonment, and there's just so many levels of fucked up that you would never think to look.
You wouldn't even imagine that it goes that deep.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't at first. When I looked into the rabbit hole, I didn't imagine that half the shit that was coming out. I was like, no way. I was like, no way. This shit's fake here, and they're running this show, and they're running that show, and they're running all shows, and they're programming you, and they're like lowering your vibration. All this shit, just all this horrible shit just pours from the skies. And you're like, there's no way. There's no way. I'm just going to hide into a ball. None of this really happens. And that's what most people do. And if you're one of those people, then I guess you're not ready. But if you're still listening to this podcast, that means you're one of the few that want to look deeper in the rabbit hole, that are ready for the...
You are the few.
Yeah.
You are the resistance.
You are the resistance. We are anonymous. We are everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we are the resistance. That's from fucking Terminator.
Dude, what's November 5th coming up? November 5th, there's going to be a march. And, like, if you hear this podcast before then, please get out in the streets and promote freedom and peace and love, prosperity, and sharing knowledge to other people. That's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like we've unlocked the Matrix in a sense, and the only step now is to help others unlock it as well. You know what I mean? There's so many there's only so many secrets you can find until you can't find no more, until you're connected to source, so you don't need to go looking anymore, and then you have to, like, connect other beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what the Matrix is all about. Getting other people out that had the power.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get the ones with power first.
Yeah, well, you got to get the ones with sense and ability and, like, those. Well, usually what I've found is if you're a highly spiritual being, or if you're just getting into your higher senses, and if you were different as a kid and always looked at the world in a different view or different perspective, had like crazy dreams or had crazy vivid this or vivid that, then you're a powerful person, and chances are all your friends or most of your friends are powerful people, and you just need to weed out.
I need to go back and watch The Matrix.
Yes, you do. Yeah, everyone can go back and watch The Matrix right now. I don't even have to say anything. Just go back and watch it, and you'll understand. That's the first layer of knowledge you need to unlock like the questions, just the questions that it brings up. Like, what if you're like what Morpheus says at the beginning? He was like, what if you wake up one day and you're in a dream, but the dream's so real you can't tell if it's a dream or if it's a reality? How would you know that you aren't already like in that dream? Like right now, how do you know you aren't already in the dream? Like, it just brings up so many questions that, and it's not even about escaping the dream. It's simply about gaining the perception to look. What if you look outside yourself and you're observing your own body? What would it look like? What kind of imagination can you use? Like, and that leads to other things. It's just one of the doorways to the path. You know what I'm saying? To get you to think outside the box. That's all it is. It's not like I'm trapped in this thing. Don't look at it as that, and someone's harvesting my energy or whatever, but look at it as like, I need to look outside myself to see what's really going on. And then you realize that the only thing that exists is you. and you're literally creating your own illusion. Like when I wake up from dreams, I literally see, this has happened multiple times. When I wake up from dreams and I'm still in the dream days, I see like a cyclone of bigger and smaller mirrors all around me. That's like a toroidal energy field, kind of. And it's like, this is what I think the dream space is. You kind of go into yourself and develop this field around you that you're like looking at everything. You're looking at every aspect of yourself, and it's kind of like no matter which way you're turning, you're still looking at yourself. That's why dreams are so like you can get lost in them. You know what I mean? Dreams are the gateway to the next dimension, but we're
A gateway to the next pumpkin.
to the next pumpkin. Yes, exactly. Pumpkins. It's pumpkin time. We're gonna bake the pumpkin seeds and come back here with a little salt and pepper.
The great pumpkin.
Let's go. Let's go.
What's up?
Yeah. Oh,
What's up?
What's good?
What's up? What's up?
All
back
right. We're
from
back.
center of the universe.
Yeah, back from the center of the universe.
Back again.
All right, like I said,
Joe Rogan.
inside joke. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan
is the man.
is the man.
Joe Rogan. All right.
He's my friend.
All right. GTA 5 is what we wanted to get back in.
What
For
do you wanna
those of you
talk about
into
it? I didn't
video
even.
games.
I played it a little bit, but that's about it.
I mean, what I think is really crazy about it is that you can do absolutely anything.
Anything?
You can do like yoga in GTA 5. You can do absolutely anything you could think of. You could play golf, tennis, whatever.
How much you could do that in real life?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was watching people do this, and they get linked into it for like a whole week at a time, and I'm like, why aren't you doing that in your real life? You're doing yoga in a video game, but you can't get off the couch and do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's showing you how to do it too.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I can't do that. Nope, I don't want to go out and play tennis. And it's literally, like I said before, video games are almost living people's lives for them. So they just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
So they make no progress.
They make
So
none.
they don't fight against the machine. So they don't like, and the video game.
So I like XCOM, dude.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna
if you're not
fucking
learning something,
shoot down the alien horde menace.
if you're not learning something while you're playing something, then you're not learning. If you're not learning like good information, like me hitting X a bunch of times to hit a ball on a screen is not really doing much.
No.
But me like thinking about my patterns and like how my dude's gonna get destroyed and like stat points and all this shit is really doing.
The computer?
Yeah, outthinking a computer is really doing a lot. Like
Yes.
XCOM is beautiful, or Blood Bowl. Yeah.
Blood Bowl, XCOM.
All kinds. If you're learning from it,
on
it's
a
good.
hard
You can tell.
difficulty.
You can tell if you're not learning from it and just being entertained. If you're connected, like if your pineal gland is open and you're just connected a little bit, you can tell that a video game is more of like a trance state.
I've always been into the strategy games, dude.
I like strategy games. I
Always.
like RPGs. I like anything that builds your
Strat-
mind.
Well, strategy.
Shooters I loved at a point, but now it's just like
Well,
senseless
here's the
violence
thing.
it brings in.
Well, here's the thing. The first game I ever played was a strategy, not game, but the first game that I really got into was a strategy RPG. So it got me into RPGs and it got me into strategy games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like the perfect mix.
Yeah, that is the perfect mix. RPGs are sweet, but I mean, I've played shooters before.
I mean,
and
you
I really
could say
like
XCOM
shooters.
is a strategy RPG. There's RPG elements.
It's like a strategy RPG. No, yeah. It's like an RPG shooter slash
It's strategy RPG because
strategy RPG, but it's like a shooter too, kind of.
no,
Not really.
no, you guys are shooting. That doesn't make it a shooter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's slash shooter.
It's a it's a strategy game with RPG elements because you can like outfit your dudes and like change their colors and rename them. That's RPG, for sure.
Yeah, but the whole thing with video games, it's like some video games will teach you, and some video games will
Won't.
just, we'll just lead you
Dude,
down
Civilization is a
nothingness.
fucking history lesson.
Oh yeah,
That game is a history
there's
lesson.
There is a lot of good culture.
You pick a new person, it tells you their whole fucking thing and like what everything they did and like what they created right in the loading screen before you're playing.
Yeah, and then
and
as
they
you
talk
build
to
stuff,
you. They
yeah.
talk to you, so that it's like, and they read it to you, so it's like you're forced to like hear it. You don't even have to read
It's
it.
really nice. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it as an element in a game.
Yeah.
It really adds a lot of culture to it and adds like a.
But that game is very historically accurate.
Yeah, but it's awesome. I love that game. It's great to be able to build
Except
your
it has
civilization.
XCOM soldiers.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
When you get to
did
the
they just
future age.
did they just add that?
Yeah,
or-
on Brave New World, on Future Age.
Well, the original is still amazing. But SimCity, like games like that where you're building a city and taking
That's
care of it
amazing.
and managing it, that's like taking real mental power. Like go on Lumosity.com and do some of those games and tell me your brain doesn't feel like
Better.
more. Yeah, it feels better and more energized.
Like when you play those games, like it's not you didn't do anything, but when you're done playing it, you somewhat feel accomplished.
No, you don't feel accomplished. Like your brain literally.
Your brain feels accomplished.
Like it worked out.
Yeah.
It feels like you worked out with your brain.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is weird.
This is
like I just
weird.
felt like I played some video games, kind of. But the
But-
more you play it, like I've raised my IQ or my BPI on there from 336 when I started off to 777 over a week. On just right on there, just on
Yep.
a week, just like 400 points. You know what I mean? And it's definitely been a huge difference in the way I perceive things and the way I think. Got my math skills up, perception skills, and just any of those little abilities. Like I also love binaural beats too on the sound kind of things. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. All right, you know how we say video games like make you think on like a level like strategy video games.
Yeah.
Strategy board games are a whole another fucking level.
Like what would you say? Like D&D or
like us playing D&D or playing like Risk or playing like.
Man.
Dude, that's a whole nother level. That's so deep, dude. Like, you think it's easy playing Risk on a fucking computer, because it is, because everything's laid out for you, and
Dude, we
everything's,
just
like,
got-
highlighted. Like,
feel
oh,
like
click
people-
here, click here.
Yeah, people just got lazy with their mental stimulation, so we put it in technology. You know what I mean? Like you
we
can
need
read
to get
a
on
book.
that, dude.
What?
We
Risk.
need to get on some, like, strategy board games,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Like, Risk. I want to try to get Blood Bowl. I want to get an actual
That would be
fucking
amazing.
board game of Blood Bowl.
That would be amazing.
Just get humans and orcs. I don't even care. Whatever. That's all we got to play with.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Because I think that's what it comes with, humans and orcs.
Yeah, that'd be
Humans
sweet.
play football a little better. The orcs are a little more bashy. Let's go.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet, actually. I don't know, man.
That'd be sweet, dude. Playing D&D, we need to do that. We need to get a group of niggas.
Yeah, I feel like everybody needs to get together to like learn more and just to get a community together. You know what I mean? To talk out ideas, because usually people that are into strategy board games are thinking a little bit more than everybody else is.
Dude, let's get a game of D&D tomorrow.
I don't know about tomorrow.
Dude.
We need to get something set up.
Dude,
like,
we need to get it tomorrow.
No,
Me,
we need to-
you, Ian. Who else wanted to play? Chris said he wanted to
Nate.
play.
Nate said he would play. Chris said he wanted to play. Yeah,
We just need rookies.
yeah,
We need all rookies.
all rookies. So Chris. Try to
Chris.
get Chris tomorrow.
Try to
So
get
how
Chris
many people
tomorrow.
you need? 4. You need 4. 5.
I need myself,
and 4.
and I need 4.
Me, Ian, Chris.
We need one more.
I don't know. I'll have to find somebody who's up for the challenge. Who is up to face the mystical gods and punish demon's gate? No, I'm just fucking with you.
We need to do that.
That does sound amazing. Not just because it's like a game, but because you use your imagination for the whole thing.
And just fucking gets people together. Just fucking hang
Yes,
out. You know
absolutely,
what I'm saying?
yep.
Like,
People don't do that anymore.
No.
I feel like people don't hang out. That's why I want to go camping. I want to get a couple people and just go like to a park and go camping, because I feel like people need to be outside a lot more in these troubled times, because we'll find our real connection is with the earth and with the planet, and then through that everything will
or
be fixed.
if we can't get fucking Chris tomorrow, then fucking me, you, and Ian will play Risk. Because Risk is like 3 to 4 players. It's
On
2.
what?
I have Risk.
What, the board game?
Yeah,
All right, we'll see what it does. We'll see what it is.
we'll see what it do.
But I feel like this is time. It's about time to wrap it up. It's getting a
The
little
end.
bit. But
The
it
end.
was a good. This is the end.
This is the end as we know it,
No.
and I feel fine.
Yeah. All right.
What?
But check us out on Facebook.
Twitter,
Like us on Facebook.
YouTube,
Follow us on Twitter.
obviously,
YouTube.
that's where you're hearing us right
yeah,
now.
absolutely. And website soon to come.
Website soon to come. All this shit soon to come, people. We got T-shirt
So,
ideas.
no, everything.
We got
no,
art
everything- yeah,
ideas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already sell art, but I'm just gonna get it together on the
We got ideas.
turning
just
thoughts
need- we just
thoughts
need
into
you guys.
creation.
We
yeah,
need you
we need
guys.
the support of you guys to spread this and to just. give us feedback, give us comments, give us
Yes.
anything,
Anything.
give me something to work with here. Like, hey, you guys are doing this wrong, or hey, I like this about it, or hey, you should talk about this more. Anything. And please share the message along, because our whole idea, the whole reason I'm doing this, the whole reason Brian's doing this is to like free people from their 9 to 5, free people from the regular thinking, free people from the third dimension. If you really want to get down to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, take the red pill, bro. Take the red pill. This is the gateway. This is one of many gateways to the next platform of human existence. And if you're on board, then share it with a friend. I mean, if you're not on board, then leave it where it be. But just take it as you will.
Take the blue pill if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to fall back asleep, just take the blue pill. That's all I have to say. All right, good night, people.